being crime cases are being dealt with? Is it dealt in a right way?
There's another question on the same topic from Tanya Bhardwaj.
Ma'am, I'm from Presidency College, and you just spoke about goons and how you don't support them. Well, ma'am, the conduct of certain people like Mr. Madan Mitra and Honorable Islam, they have left a bad taste in the mouth for most of us. And coming from, the whole incident on the bypass where his car was stopped and he misbehaved with the police, then moving on to, his comments after the rape case. And after, very recently, Honorable Islam's conduct in the college meeting, it has disturbed us, and people in power should be acting in a more responsible way, ma'am.
I must tell you, you are a CPM cadre. This question, no. This team, you only 50% here. Out of 50%, you tell me who are asking the question. There are so many things. No, there are so many things. These are the three issues. CPM and Maoist, they are working together. And this is only the three issues. Now, Park Street issue, charge sheet has been issued. And you will appreciate that.
Okay, I think that's a good point to put to them. The charge sheet has been issued.
There is so many things.
No, this is wrong.
Why all this?
National level, you are giving support to Maoist. They are the Maoist cadre, I am telling you.
We're coming to them with lots of other issues.
This is wrong. I am not. I cannot reply the CPM question. This is a blanket story.
Okay, there's a gentleman
What
there.
is this nonsense is going on?
In the
The
blue
Maoist
shirt.
students are here. They are the Maoist students. Even you can ask their all the details. I am sure they are asking the Maoist question and the CPM question. They are the CPM cadres. I am not going to give any reply to CPM
Okay,
cadres.
can
I will give reply to common people.
I'm this common student.
No, this is not.
Go
That
ahead.
girl, sorry to say, you belong to CPM union event. SFI cadres you are. I told
These
you.
are university students.
So what? University, there are so many universities. They have collected only selected. They have selected only from Maoist organization. No, I'm sorry. I cannot say. No.
Okay.
I cannot say. I have a prestige. No.
Okay.
I am not.
Okay, this is
I
a
cannot sit
different.
with the
No.
Maoist. I cannot sit with the Maoist.
Mamata Banerjee, we said, was a chief minister with a difference. She had come to face questions and come and talk to people, but she really is a chief minister with a difference, and she has walked out of our show saying that the questioners are Maoists and they are ideologically motivated. There's that young lady who was called a Maoist by Mamata Banerjee. Go ahead, how do you feel at being called a Maoist and an ideologically motivated SFI member?
See, my dad's going to be really amused because I'm not a Maoist, he knows that. And she speaks about democracy.
You don't look like a Maoist to me.
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm just asking her a question. I didn't provoke her. I didn't instigate her to do what she did. She put a label on me and walked off. That's what she's been doing. She put a label on the rape victim even before the police had done their due. She put a label on everything.
I think that's a very important point, because if any dissent is labelled as anti-state or anti the entire regime and is seen as somehow treasonous and traitorous, then that is very, very dangerous. The young man there has been raising his hand for a long time.
Looking at the chair, I stood like a lamppost here, and that kind of symbolizes what is happening in West Bengal. There's one post and everyone else is a lamppost. There's no other work in a cabinet. Jyoti Basu once commented after a rape that erokom to hoi thake. And she commented after the Park Street rape, and I'm quoting, and I hope CNN IBN did not mislead us, and I'm quoting what Mamata Banerjee said: "It is a concocted story. It was a step to malign the government." Madan Mitra, I quote, he said, the woman might even go to that same pub and will probably start drinking again after this incident. Now my question is, whether I drink Hajmola water, Jaljeera or hard drinks, is it something that is going to be decided by Mamata Banerjee and Madan Mitra? Thank you.
Right. You've had your hand up for a long time. Would you like to react to what happened just now?
As we've seen that Mamata Banerjee has banned the leading newspapers in a library, removed marks from her syllabus. She doesn't have faith in the people who have voted her into power. She doesn't believe that they have the basic judgment to decide what is right and what isn't right. What kind of a democracy does she think we are living in?
Lots of hands coming up here.
I am not officially attached to any party. What amazes me as a common man is, if the head of a state behaves that way, then how do we expect local TMC people to behave?
Mr. Kakkar had a point.
You can have all the foreign delegations coming and going, but if the person leading the state shows impetuosity, shows this kind of intolerance, is this state worth investing in, moving to with my wife and children? Is this a state that I would like to see as a future part of either my corporate or personal career?
Preeta there.
Taking off from where Pradeep left, I've come back after 20 years to the state to try and do some work here because I was so enthused by the change, by Purivartan and the way Mamata had come in. I know she just blasted into power. And I was so excited that I came back here because I work at the grassroots to do some work. And, well, I'm going back.
You're leaving.
Because I'm not going anywhere, you know, because it's been a hard ride this last 1 year. And I just think that, you know, I just might shut shop and go back.
My point is that when she came here, didn't she know that she was going to be asked uncomfortable questions? What did she expect people will ask? They will only clap her back and say that you have done very good work. Wasn't she prepared for all this uncomfortable questions?
Undrila had a point.
Now, if you want to engage the youth, involve them in politics and governance, you need to be prepared to give honest answers and to soothe their fears or dress that.
The gentleman there in the blue kurta.
Whatever just happened, we can joke about it, we can share jokes about it, we can laugh about it. But underlining that laughter is a sense of utter despair. And the fact that she has landed up exactly in that position of political intolerance, in that position of intolerance of dissent, for which she voted out the CPM.
Go ahead, in the white shirt.
Every now and then, whenever she speaks, you know, she quotes from Ramakrishna Paramhans, Swami Vivekananda and Rabindranath and Nazrul. But I just want to share one little anecdote. When Vivekananda went to Ramakrishna, the first thing that he said, that if you really want to be my follower, grill me as badly as you can. And if I can come up with the right answers, and I can convince you level-headedly, only then do you accept me as your leader. And only then is a leader made. So what she displayed here, if she could have just level-headedly took the questions, if she really thought that we were the ones who are wrong, she should have come out with her logic and told her you are wrong because of these reasons. And not just call somebody, label somebody as a Maoist and just walk off. That shows that she does not have the hallmark of a true leader.
Yes, ma'am.